folks, this is Matex Forex. Today being Sunday, as usual, we do week market open analysis so that we do plan for our trades before the market opens. Then comes on Monday, then we trade according to the plan. And if the plan fails, then we need to plot a new plan and then trade according to the new plan. Yeah. So let's proceed. I hope my mic is clear. I'm just hoping, but wait, confirm. So guys, as usual, I'm gonna do analysis on just 5 instruments. First of all, I'm gonna look at the dollar index, USDCAD, cable, fiber, and gold. Those are the pairs only I'm gonna do analysis on. Let's start with the dollar index. Let's see what we have. In the dollar index from weekly time frame, there is something important here we need to see first. The order flow has been bullish, as you can be able to see. The structures have been being broken to the upside. Yeah. Here we had a break of structure, and this was the correction. Okay, then another impulse. Then we have been expecting a correction, and this correction, I expected it from last week. I expected this imbalance to be closed and maybe find support in the weekly or daily order block here before up. So the last week pattern, the price was able to fill the fair value gap, but I still haven't seen the price come back here to mitigate this discount array here. Okay, so let's see what we have in daily time frame. In daily time frame, this daily time frame, make it bigger. Okay, in this daily time frame, we have our daily bullish order block here. There is an imbalance here. This was the weekly imbalance, which was closed, and then we have another one here. And from last week analysis, we say that since the price was able to break out of this range to the downwards, we expected a return back into the range to seek a premium array before we do what? We proceed downward, maybe to seek this external liquidity here, and then look at this discount array below here. Yeah, so the up move was good, so we'll be looking to sell from the zones. Because for me, I'm anticipating that the price to be drawn down here to seek this discount arrays before we proceed to the long-term buy. So in 4-hour time frame, in that daily premium array, we have other engulfed arrays. Yeah, there are some other arrays that are being nested in this daily array, which is H1 bearish order block and H4 bearish order block. Yeah, the line is for H1 and this candle here is for H4. So last week the price, the first tap was this one, and the second one was to go to 50% of this one. Yeah, and this was beautiful. So this week I may expect this kind of behavior. I expect a lot. This is the first one. Yeah, the price to go down. Yeah, if they break the structure here and come back, then drop to being drawn to this one. That's the first impulse. First what? That was the first anticipation. Secondly, see, we have an SMT divergence with the EU here. If you check EU, you will see something of the same kind. Let me show you. Just a minute here on EU H4. You see, it is diverging downward. It forms the low, but in the index, it forms the high. So that is a SMT divergence, smart money traders divergence. That's what it means by SMT. When we look deep at this zone, because I've told you the first anticipation, the price may open and just drop. Secondly, the price may do this, come back, take last week's high, which is this, and then you find our drop from there. That's the second thought. Thirdly, if this instrument has decided to be bullish, then we need to see the price close above this and above this so that we expect this. But or else, what we have is to expect this, maybe to form the third hit before we drop. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, and the hit I expect it to be maybe at this 1 hour premium array before we drop. If you check in H1, a very important thing here. If you check in H1, you can be able to see now our bearish OBs here in H1. So this is something I may expect to happen. If the price is not willing to go above here, I expect to come to this OB here, right into it, then we sell off. And again, another thing you need to see, the price reacted to this zone. What is this zone? This is the mid figure zone. This is the mid figure. And here we have a big figure. So if the price may decide to clear this and then go back to H1 OB, then expect the price to react on the big figure. Expect to sell from here. So we have different areas we need to look at. This is another one. Now here we are into the premium array, and then we have a big figure here, maybe sweep just a few pips, then we get something of this kind, then we drop down seeking this. Okay, so this is what I may expect from the dollar index. And something you need to be careful about my analysis. The way I do analysis here, that's not how I trade. I trade what I see. Analysis is just to prepare me and give me a plan of what to expect. If the price gives me what I expect, then I trade according to that expectation. Don't forget that. Yeah. For example, I have said that I'm expecting the price to go up here, then drop. Then on Monday, the price opens and just drops. I want to be selling here. I have to wait for a correction before I join the trend. That because the price does not want to go up here and has started selling, then let me join the trend. That's now not how we trade, or not how we join the trend. We join the trend by timing corrections, by trying to catch corrections. Good. So make sure you have your own style of trading, and if it matches with mine, then that's good. That's an added advantage. But for me, that's what I'm expecting on the dollar index. Let's see USD CAD. On USD CAD, if you look at weekly time frame, I have different minds on this. Yeah, first, the price worked on this. The liquidity was being cleared, and that was the drop that we have been talking about from the previous months and weeks. And last week, the price was able to hit to this bullish discount array. before the little up move. But I may expect still these lows to be cleared and this. So if I look at the daily time frame, in daily time frame, we have a break of structure. A break of structure here. Is in daily time frame, and the break of structure, and this is the premium array here. We expect the price to go back first before we assume the drop a little bit. But remember, where the price reacted here is on a bullish array. See that breaker here. Price reacted here and fails to go down, but creating equal lows, then there's liquidity and there is another liquidity here. And then we have this premium array. So like the dollar index, I'm expecting something of this kind, yeah, in the time frame. Yeah, there is a fair value gap here, needs to be cleared, and we have this bearish array, premium array, before you see this. Let's see what we have in 4-hour time frame. In 4-hour time frame, we have other arrays that are nested in this daily bearish order block, which is this one, and 4-hour that one, and there is a fair value gap here, and there was liquidity here which was being cleared, and we can pay for lows. So here, what I'm expecting is that I'm expecting this. This one. I'm expecting the price to do this. Expecting the price to open, fill the fair value gap, find resistance in any of these zones, either this or this low here. Then we drop. Remember, we try to frame our setups in line with the dollar index, because the dollar index determines for us the direction of the dollar. So USDCAD, I'll be looking to sell from these zones. And if you look at 1-hour time frame, see what we have here. In this bearish order block, and you will see we have a big figure here. So this big figure, we need to see it being swept 30 to 40 pips. Yeah, this is the big figure. So if 20 be less than 30 pips sweep, yeah, if they sweep into this OB 4-hour to be 34 pips, that would be okay. Yeah, if they sweep 30 pips of this of the big figure, then we'll be able to get sweep the big figure 30 to 40 pips, maybe find support in the mid figure, yeah, before we assume the downtrend, or the price may not sweep too much, so we may get this open, just sweep a little bit right into this, then drop, or open, drop below this mid figure right into this zone, then up into those zones, then we drop. You see that there are different reactions that you may expect, but for me the most important zone for me is up here. For my swing trade, this is the most important part, because we may say that this is a break of structure, so we expect a return to this discount array. So if the price returns there, then we may be buying, targeting this zone, this mid figure, and this zone, or 50% of the big figure and mid figure, which is here, and that's where we have our bearish 4-hour premium array, and then we drop. Okay, good. So let's see what we have on the cable. On the cable, we have the price in the last few days was able to return to the bearish daily order block. I don't want to look at this or the sheet here, but you can be able to see the order flow was bearish, and then the price came back here, return to this one, then we need to see a drop. Yeah. But now, from other time frames, we are bullish. Only this time frame that was bearish. Yeah. That's why I'm emphasizing about this array here and this one. This is a weekly bullish order block here, and this is our breaker here. So if we look at daily time frame and see what we have, can be able to see this is our structure break here. And now we expect price to do a correction, and the corrections maybe return to the daily mitigation block or return to this breaker here. Yeah, there's a very important zone here. Very important zone here. See that zone? That's where I'm expecting the price maybe to react. If it fails to give me a buy reversal setup here, then I'll place my emphasis on this daily mitigation block before we go up. The same case like the dollar index, we needed to see an up move before a drop. So here again, I expect a down move before the up move. If you look at 4-hour time frame again, let's see in 4-hour time frame. That breaker is here, so we may expect the price to react here or go out down here. But what's most important is how you handle reversal zones. For me, with my strategy, I use reversal patterns. Those are the ones that will help me know that the price is going to respect this or not. Okay. So let's see. Okay. Before we go further, let's seek and be able to trace the order flow and see unmitigated zones, because those are the zones that the price may seek. Yeah. So let's see here. Let's start doing this. Start here, so that we'll be able to trace and see unmitigated zone. This one is very important. This is trying to do what we call okay, so you can be able to see after this structure break, the price was able to come back to the discount array. Again, we have another structure break here. After this structure break, the price mitigated this mitigation block and then came back, cleared this low, and returned to this zone. See that? Very clean. So this was the buy setup here. And then we had the up move that broke the structure here. Yeah. Have an up move that broke the structure. Yeah. Yeah, we were here. And then the up move. This is the up move, broke the structure. So we expected a return. First of all, this is the return. We are here. This was able to be mitigated, and then later, after the break of structure, these lows were cleared and the price was able to come back to this discount array. I'm trying to look for unmitigated zone. Yeah, we just to follow up keenly. And then we have another break of structure here. We expected a return, and this is it. Price came back, mitigated the zone. All right. And then we have another break of structure here. So we need to see a mitigation of that zone. That's it. Okay. Now, what else? After this break of structure here, this little one. After that little one, this was the OB and the up move, that is it. Okay. Then this one, that is it, was mitigated by this, and this one mitigated this one. Okay, that's good. Now, after this up move that broke the structure here, you can be able to see there is this zone. This zone doesn't have a clean mitigation. Yeah, we can be able to see here the price did not touch that OB, and here too to touch created a swing low. Okay, so we need to extend this one, the one that is unmitigated or was mitigated in future, but we need to see further. Can be able to see mid figure here. We have our mid figure, swept it a little bit, so we may have this first impression. We sweep that mid figure just a few pips, and then we go to get the up move, and then that is the reason why I'm thinking about this, is because of this. See this OB here, this OB, that's where the price is at the moment, in that OB, this one. So we may get a reaction here. If we miss this one, then we look at this. But so if the price may take out last week's low like this, then go up, that's okay. So what matters is how the price is going to react from these two key zones, these ones and the other one. Also, don't forget this one too. So wait and see how the price may react from those zones. And last we have EU fiber. On weekly time frame, that's what we have. Okay. Yes. Okay, the price was able to come back to this breaker here. Okay, this is a monthly breaker. And then we have that up move. Then in daily time frame. Daily time frame, we have a structure break that we expected the previous week. Very beautiful. So we expected another return into this consolidation before we do that move. And another thing you need to see here that has been formed is the three hits. Yeah, this is the first one, second one, and this is the third time it hits on this trend line. So expect an up move back to this before we drop or we go up. So here, we have break of structure, return to this zone. H4, we have it was a return to this zone. Then we have the SMT divergence, and that's what happened here. So if we look at H1, you'll be able to see the price is a very nice zone because have a big figure. That's why it reacted last week. The price reacted to a big figure, and this SMT divergence gives us another global reversal. So I'll be expecting this price to react to this discount array, and then we get the up move. That's what I'm expecting. If they take this low, then I'll look for another thing. But for now, this is what I'm expecting, because this is my range for now. If the price comes back to this discount zone, I'll be buying, targeting this zone. First big figure, then this one. But remember, this will be a long-term bullish. I'll be targeting this. If you find a nice buy setup here, hold until here. I'm expecting 300 pips from this trade here. This trade is going to give me 300 pips this coming week. So it's going to be a nice week. If you find a nice setup here, hold until further notice. Just that, that's just an insight. It's not a signal. A signal is what will be generated according to your trading style and your trading strategy. But mine is an insight. Right. So guys, that's what I have for you. Oh, gold. Gold in daily time frame. We will see we have been break of structure, return, break of structure, return, and now we have a break of structure. So we're still being drawn to this high. So we may expect the price to come back. So we come back to these zones before we get the next up move, targeting this one. Simple as this. This is what I'll be expecting. Return to these zones before we see this one. This is our liquidity draw. So guys, that's all I have for you this week. Hope you find it interesting. Thank you, and good trading and good luck.